Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on a 6x8 pocket page layout and my photos are from Munich, Germany. And we, on our last full day in Munich, we went to Nymphenburg Palace, which is fantastic. If you're ever in Munich, I highly recommend that you go. It's kind of a ways out. We did a tour bus to get there, the hop on hop off bus stops there, so you have some options, but it's definitely worth it if you enjoy that old world history and seeing some great pieces of furniture and artwork and all that kind of stuff from the former royal or noble family. So Nymphenburg Palace, check it out. So we got there quite early in the morning. We knew it was going to be super hot, so we didn't want to be there too late into the day. You can see here, though, it was already quite warm. And we spent several hours here, so plan several hours if you're going to go. But everything was gorgeous. Oh, I have multiple layouts that are going to happen for this location. And I even printed a 5x7 here because this building was so incredibly stunning. And obviously, since this is a 6x8 page, that isn't totally going to fit. So I'm going to have to cut off the ends just a little bit. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe right here because there is the lamp here. So I could cut maybe right up to that, maybe a little here to this lamp and make it more square. And that might work out just fine. And then I don't know what else to do with that page. Nothing planned yet. And then over here, I have a lovely 4x6. I've got some empty space here, so I'm sure I'll do something there. And then on this one, I just printed one 3x4 and I want to put it on this piece of paper and then do something over here. I don't know if that's going to be adding journaling or if I'm actually going to like embellish the whole thing. I don't know. And I have picked out these papers. They're not the same, but they're both in the same tone of gray. And so I figured they would work with this stone wall here and all of the neutral colors that you see on the other buildings. Looking at my photo arrangement here, I already know I need to bring in some green on this side because both of these photos have green in them already since they were of the grounds. So I think I'm going to do that by using some washi, at least to start. And I've pulled out a bunch of different options that I have. Some are more narrow, some are wider. The wider ones all have kind of an outdoorsy pattern. So this one has fern leaves on it. I don't know if the camera shows that really well. And they're very subtle, but I like that. I don't want them to be too in your face or it's going to detract from the photos, and I don't want that. And then I have this one, which is much darker, which isn't quite the green that's here, but I like it because it just has leaves, very outdoorsy. And then this one actually has little birds on branches, and it seems a little bit more elegant, which I like, and it does match. It's a little bit lighter perhaps in the grass here, but the fact that there are some swans kind of bring in a bird fowl theme. So I'm thinking of those, but then I also pulled these just to try them. So this is another one that's pretty dark. They're all lighter. This one actually has some foil to it as well. And again, I don't know that the camera is adequately picking that up, but it does have a light green and then like a silver foil to it. So that might add some shine here, particularly to that building. And then I have just a diagonal stripe that's a lighter green. And then this one, which is like an asterisk pattern or could possibly be seen maybe as a flower, and that might blend in well. So out of all those washis, I think I'm going to go with the green one with the birds and branches. I really like that. Now, it's pretty wide, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Maybe I'll only use one strip of it, not two. I was thinking originally top and bottom. But what I also decided to do was I took just some scrap white cardstock that I had and I cut it at a width of 6 inches so that I could border this with white if I want to, and then overlay the green somehow. I'm not exactly sure how it's all going to look, but I've at least started with this and we'll see what happens. I did cut down my photo so that it would be 6 inches wide. And I sort of just did it as best I could to centralize what was left of the building, and I think it worked out okay. Then I think I do want to use both of those white strips that I cut because I think it helps just lighten it up a little bit and really kind of brings the eye, I think, between these two and these two sections, this and this, because this is a lighter tone. And then I'm thinking because I have nothing really up here before that sun flare, I could use this washi up here to overlap, and I don't know that I'll use it anywhere else. I'm going to try it up there first and just see what I think of it, and that'll help me decide, do I want more or will one piece be enough? All right, I added the washi and I like it. I really like this washi. Now, the only thing I will say about it is it doesn't stick super well. And I don't know if that's because I've had it a long time. It's old. I honestly don't remember when I got this. Or if it's just the way it's made. It does feel a little bit thinner than the other washi I have. So I'm not sure. If anybody has this one or you've seen it somewhere, let me know. I don't remember who makes it. Don't remember where I got it. I got nothing. But I like the way it looks, so I'm going to go with it. And if I had to, if it starts to peel up or something, I could put a staple in there to hold it down. But for now, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So that's what I have to start with. And I thought also of maybe putting some over here, but I don't think I want to. I think I like just that little burst of color here, and then we'll leave it. But I have to figure out then what the heck am I doing with this? I could do washi, but just in a different color. There is some purple in here in the flowers that maybe would help as an offset color. So I'm going to consider that, but then I also want to look in my stash of embellishments to see what do I have that's gray, green, purple, and then maybe even some yellowy gold here to bring in the building. As you may know, purple in scrapbooking doesn't happen a lot in general, and it doesn't happen in travel scrapping. It's even less. So I had a heck of a time, but I pulled out these. These are rub-ons from a Chamel line called Sparkle City, and they're made more for like London or New York, big cities, I think. But there's this little group of flowers here that are purple and pink, and I thought maybe I could get away with putting them on this card somehow because I've got purple in there and a lighter purple / pink. So I thought maybe if I just put it down in the corner or work out a way somehow to use it. I don't know that I would like it over here, but I have that option. That's really the only thing I have found that's purple. Otherwise, I've pulled out just some generic stuff that has some gray and yellow, and I don't even know that those will work either, but that's where I'm going to start. So I've actually decided to go a slightly different route. When I was looking more closely at these, both this sticker and the rub-on pack have pigeons in them. So here they are in here. They're quite big as the sticker, and the color is quite bold. But in the rub-ons, they're little. Look how little they are. And they do have a purple and gray tint to them. Now, that may not go with the very stately aesthetic we've got happening here since I have swans, but I don't care. I'm going to use them anyway, because I'll never, even if when I scrap my New York trip, like I'll never use all those pigeons. So I'm going to put them on here and just let them be. I put this photo off center so that I can have washi here, or I can stamp or put another embellishment if I want. I wanted to leave myself some room. And then I put two little pigeons right here. And you know what? I love the pigeons. They're probably my favorite thing about this layout. And whatever that says about me, it's fine. I don't care. But look at them. And I chose two that were both facing the same direction, so it makes it look as if they're peeking over at these lovely flowers. So I have those. And then I noticed on the rub-ons that throughout she has these little stars and little symbols, kind of retro things mixed throughout, and several of them are purple. So I have a lighter purple pink here, dark purple, and a really dark purple on this one. So I may have gone a little crazy with the Chamel rub-ons, but you know what? I don't even care because I like the way it looks. So on this photo, I did purple, dark purple, and yellow. And then over here, I added a yellow and green camera, which looks perfect, I think, with these colors. I already had my pigeons there. And then I added on these three. So yellow again to bring that in, darker purple, lighter purple. I do like the way that looks, but I think I'm actually going to swap these photos because I don't like this and this next to each other. They're a little too close, whereas if I do this, now they're opposite from each other, and I like that better. So I think that's the arrangement I'm going to go with. And then I think I just need to figure out, do I want to do anything else here? And then I know I'm going to stamp something here. I just don't know what. I am definitely going to stamp. And normally when I do stamping, I do it in black because I have black journaling, or there's some kind of black in the photos. There isn't really here. I mean, there are some darker spots, but they don't add anything. really to the photos or the layout. So I think I'm actually going to go with purple. And this is what I've selected, Perfect Plum. I am going to do a test first on a different sheet just to make sure that really is the color I want, because I do also have a shade that's a little bit lighter and a shade that's a little bit darker. But I think this is a nice kind of in-between shade. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to use this stamp set. And I believe this is one from Cocoa Daisy that came in one of their last kits that I got. And I'm going to use this one that says Perfect Getaway. I did my stamping, and I actually did end up switching colors. The plum was not the right one. When I tried them out, this one was actually better. So this is Wisteria Wonder, also from Stampin' Up. So you can see the difference side by side. They are quite different. This lighter one, almost more of a little lilac hint to it, that was much better. So at the last minute, I decided to add a little bit of splattering in a light green. So I did that here. On this side, this is what happens when you take a chance sometimes. I got a big blob under here. So I dug out a little chipboard star. It actually has polka dots on it. Hopefully the camera will show that. And I had to cover up one of them, which I wasn't super thrilled about because I was trying to keep kind of a visual triangle of this section, this, and this. But you know what? Whatever. It's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about it. And then I did some over here just to fill in some of the blank spaces on the side and up here. And I'm happy with it otherwise. I just wish I hadn't gotten that blob. But despite that, the rest of the layout looks good, I think. And it's totally not what I thought I would use, but I like the end result, so that's okay. Thanks for watching, everyone.